So hello guys and welcome, and today we are finally going to be playing 4-Land Spy. So this is a deck that has shaken up the metagame quite a lot, I would say, and this is my first time really seeing it. This is a deck list by Bubafett, so we are going to try this out, how it really works. I know that the goal of the deck is to get your lands to your hand and or play, and then you can play the Balustrade Spy to actually just like mill your deck and then win with the Dread Return and Lotla Giant combo. There are many different versions of this deck, and the most prominent one seems to be Spy Walls, with the Caretaker, the Wine, the Wandle, the Battlement, even Wall of Roots, and full 8 of the draw spells, so for Lead the Stampede and for Winding Way, so this is definitely pretty interesting. If we take a look at the sideboard, it's all creatures so that we can find them with leads and the Winding Ways. We have 4 Mesmeric Fiends, I absolutely love this card. We have 3 Fairy Macabre, I love this card even more as you guys know. 3 Healers of the Glades, actually 4 of them against Burn, 3 Archers against Fairies, that's probably very good, and 1 Declaimer. What's really cool is that you have the house card here to actually find the spy, so you basically have 6 copies, which is pretty sick. I wonder, there are just 2 Dread Returns and 2 Lotla Giants, so that's probably enough, right? We will see how it plays in the games. So we actually go first against Budzik, first game here. And I think, yeah, this is probably good. I know that you need to have a land, and we have that, so that's pretty good. I think this deck plays for land grant, so we can keep. We'll probably just play a swamp and then cycle the end for the forest. We can then use like the wall or something. Okay, why not? Let's play the swamp and say go. We go for a swamp and a dark ritual. Okay, pretty scary. Infestation Sage. Seems like Mono Black Sacrifice with a very fast start. Bloodroom Vampire. Okay, so it's basically a race who can win first. We will find the forest for sure. Okay, so we could play the forest. We could also find like the wildling or something. Okay, I feel like I wanna play the forest for sure. And then just, are we going for the Wall of Roots? I think we are. We can just probably already activate it and play the wildling, finding a third land here. We will pick up a forest. Okay, not bad, not bad. We need basically like, yeah, we could have this on turn 4, right? No, we actually need the 4th land to get back to our hand, and then we're cool. Then we can win. So we basically need spy in hand, 4 lands in hand and or in play, and then at least 3 creatures so that we can sacrifice them to the Dread Return, and I think that would be GG if we can meet those criteria. They go for attacks, no issue. And they Village Rights the Linebreaker, okay. I love those Bloomburrow lands, they're really pretty. Which season is this? Is it like, I'm not really sure actually. The fall maybe? Okay, end step, no reason to use the ability, right? Okay, we drew one of the Lotla Giants. Okay, so we can play like kinda everything here, which is interesting. I don't think we can win though. We still need the last land, right? We could also flip it, I mean, if it's enough, but we probably won't do that. So let's go for a Kyrian Ranger. Let's go for another Kyrian Ranger. And then probably just, are we playing the last Wall of Roots here? I think why not? Let's play another one. Okay, now we just need another land, or a way to get it at least. We go for the Jixian Infiltrator, pretty scary, and a Nested Shambler. The attack with those two, no blocks from us. Okay, they start sacrificing a lot. Okay, they sacrifice even more, and they can go even further with this if they really wanted to, right? They can sacrifice the 1/1, the squirrels, the flyers, even the token here. Okay, they decide 5 is enough. Okay, generous end. That's the last land we basically needed, right? So we can cycle the end. Oh, but we have no forests. Oh, that's bad. So we need the other swamp, I guess. Yeah, so this doesn't help. That's weird. Why not play a Haunted Mire then? At least, you know what I mean? Like, we could still play the Spy, but I don't think it does much. I think we'll just say go, right? There's not much to do. Okay, another Bloodroom Vampire. Sure. I think we will. Can they kill us? I don't think so. We will definitely block like this. And do we block the Infiltrator? I mean, that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's bad. We will just block. Okay, we do find a troll. So this should be like GG, right? We will swamp cycle. That's finally the good cycler here. We can play the swamp. We can do 1, 2, 3, and then like 4. Play the spy. We have exactly 3 creatures. And we can recast the Dread Return We will target a Lotla Giant. We have another one here. We will sacrifice 1, 2, 3, and we win the game. Okay, sick. I think post sideboard will be a little more difficult though. So I think we can sideboard in the Fiends. I'm not really sure what do you sideboard out though. I think it's probably some of the walls, maybe some leader stampedes, right? So we can do like 1 stampede. I think the Wandle isn't like super good. We can play like 2. We do like 1 house guard, play 4 Fiends. We could also sideboard out the Petal, but I think the Petal is quite important for mulliganing, right? Because if you don't find land or your land grant, you can use the Petal to just cycle and have a land, if I understand it correctly. So there will definitely be some graveyard hate. It depends which one, right? So I would think they have like a relic maybe, or it could be... Oh, that's really good. Look at that. That's a great hand with 2 lands. Let's keep Carrion Feeder, sure. We could go turn 1. We could go turn 1 Wall of Roots, cycle an Ant, or we could go turn 1 Mesmeric Fiend. I think I like the Fiend a little bit more actually. I would like to take some payoff as soon as possible, so the Petal won't be necessary for the ramping. So let's add black. Let's turn 1 Mesmeric Fiend them. They have Macaw. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to get rid of. They have another one though, which is scary. So let's take the first one, I guess. And they also have a great hand too. They have a really strong hand. Okay, Sage. Also, we can't sacrifice the Fiend to the Dread Return because they would get back the Fairy Macaw, right? They hit us for 1, sure. Okay, Waddling is pretty nice. We will probably just play the wall and then we will search for a swamp because this guy will search for a forest, right? This is probably a mistake I made in the first game. I didn't realize that some cards search for forests as some search for swamps. So maybe I used the Waddling wrong, right? And basically searched for the wrong type of land, which is, I think, definitely something that can happen. They play another Sage. They are slowly getting to it. We know they have a Fairy Macaw in their hand, so we will first... We actually have a lot of work to do. We need to find the Mesmeric Fiend to take the Fairy Macaw, then we need to find a Spy or a Dimmer House Guard, right? Okay, here is the Caretaker, which is nice. So we can either Winding Way or Caretaker. I think I want to... We could also do both, because we can forest cycle the end actually, find the last land, play the land, we then can go for the Winding Way, right? Hopefully finding some good cards. Let's say Creature. Beautiful. That's 3 creatures. We already have all the basics we need, so I guess we can go for the Caretaker here. By the way, Wall of Roots, this card seems pretty awesome, honestly. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like one of the best ways to actually ramp in green. Like if you're playing obviously like creatures, and then if you're going with the Defender combo, it seems really awesome as well. I'm really high on Wall of Roots. Okay, they go like this. Do we care, to be honest? We could like block this guy, right? That's something we can do. Okay, they go for the Conviction on the Sage, creating a flyer. They are slowly going down in life, but they are on 1 land. So hopefully we can find a Mesmeric Fiend or something in time. We can also just start playing the big guys too, right? We don't need to search for the combo if we don't want to. Let's play the last land. And to be honest, we can just play the Wildling and gain some life. It will buy us some time as well. But I think we also want to set up though, right? I'm actually here for playing Lead the Stampede or Winding Way or Winding Way. Let's play Winding Way. Let's say Creature. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So we've got the Battlement here, which is nice. We can play that. We can actually add green, play a Caretaker. And yeah, we are kind of playing like walls. The Battlement obviously is incredible here. We could add 1 more mana, but I don't think we even want to. Let's just say go. We could also hardcast the Giant, like if really necessary. I'm starting to like this deck. Okay, I changed the Lightning. My Bald Head was shining a little bit too much for my liking. So they go for sacrificing the Sage to the Feeder, that's fine. They go for a Mortician Beetle. Okay, so they have the whole setup here. That's good for them. We can't really block very effectively, I feel like. Okay, they will try to push a lot of damage here. We have a lot of mana from the Battlement, which is awesome. We go to 5 life. Okay, another Battlement. I like this. I like this. We can go Battlement first. Then we can go Gate Creeper Vine. We don't have any basics though. Then we can tap the Battlement for 6. Pretty crazy. Do we lead a Stampede? Are we afraid? I mean, we are pretty afraid. I'm for the Saga Wildling here as well. We will Stampede first though. Let's see what can we find. Oh, that's awesome. So we don't win the game yet. We go Waddling, Wandle, Spy. We still need the Mesmeric Fiend. We could also like hardcast the Giant if we really wanted to. So we will tap the Fiend for green and then probably just add 1 Play the Wildling. We gain 3. If they have Right of Consumption, we still die though. Just say go. They go Jixian Infiltrator. Okay. They will go full in attack. Okay. So, okay, let's see what dies and what doesn't. So, we need the Battlement, or at least want it. So, we need to block this. Do we need to block this? So, let's say they do 1, 2, 3, 4. They could kill us. So, let's be a little careful here. We can go for the wall. Actually, that's a little worse. We can go for the Caretaker instead. And I forgot to block the 1/1 with the Wildling. If they have rights, they can't cast it anyway, so we should be fine, but obviously that was a big mistake. Okay, another wall. That's not bad. I will actually do double green here, I feel like. Let's play a Wall of Roots. Never mind, let's do black actually. Let's do black. Let's float the black rather. We will add a lot here and a lot here. And is there something we can do? Well, we can play Wildling. We could play Giant Wildling too, if we need to. Let's cast Giant. Let's cast the Wildling as well. This is good. And then we could just put a counter, Root of Walls, just cast a Vandal. I don't think there will be an artifact. They could play Sadistic Glee, at which point this would be pretty useful. So we might actually keep it, right? And let's attack for 3, why not? We'll probably need to chump block anyway, which is not ideal, but we will get them down a little bit. Already stacking some creatures in a graveyard, and we are going to say go. We could also play the Spy, then bait them with... I like it actually. Wait, we could maybe win. Oh no, Mesmeric Fiend is pretty bad. Now we are in trouble. Because we could... Wait, maybe I could have won before. Because the Spy into the Lotlet Giant. Fairy Macaw doesn't work. Wait, I think I could have won last turn. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Yeah, I think they will take the Spy now. They will take the Giant. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Giant is much harder to replace, so I get that. Go to combat, okay. Sure. So we will block one of the tokens, and then we need to chump block basically 2 times, right? Which is not ideal. I think one of the chumps will be the Caretaker, and then the other. We need to chump block this as well. If we don't, we die. It's probably the damaged Wall of Roots, right? Yeah, I think we could have actually won before. If I did the Spy plus Giant when I had so much mana with this, I think we definitely could win. Okay, let's roll the Winding Way first. Let's go for creature. Double Fiend Spy is great. We could maybe win this turn even. Let's go Fiend. Okay, they will exile 2 cards with the Fairy Macaw. Breeder Vampire. Let's take a Vampire, but I think we win, right? We have 1 more Giant in the deck, so we can literally just do this, play a Spy. We win to 0. Very powerful deck, man. Okay. Black Sacrifice. Couldn't really do it. GG. Okay, awesome. So we go second here, and I think this has to be a mulligan, no lands. This is much better. We can definitely keep this one. And I think we bottom I think one of the ends, right? Okay, they run a swamp. Just say go. We will go for a snow-covered swamp and instantly cycling the end, I feel like, for the forest. They just say go. Okay, we can play the Sagu Wildling, bring out the swamp, and then end of turn we will probably just cycle the Generous End, bring out the forest. They cycle Fumes. Okay, Scoured Barrens. Would be like a Glintblade deck or something. They duress us. Pretty annoying with the Lead Stampede, but it's okay. Okay, so they see the hand anyway. We will just land grant then on our turn. Dimmer House Guard. That's okay. I think we can cast it. Spring at Forest. And honestly, say go, right? Another Scoured Barrens. Read the Bones. Maybe some old school, like, more control deck, maybe? Gate Creeper Vine is nice. I think we are just hardcasting the House Guard. I could go Vandal plus Vine, but Vandal is very good, especially against something like that. Death to the Kami, okay. Guys exiled. So we will go for the Masked Vandal. He will exile the end. And then we can go for Gate Creeper Vine. Again, if they have no answer, we will just play the Spy and win, hopefully. Guardian of Guild Pact and Orzhov Basilica, okay. So I think we will try it, right? I think I'm for it. Let's try the Spy. We will use Dread Return on the Lotlet Giant. We'll sacrifice 1, 2, 3 creatures. And we win the first game, okay. So next game, there will probably be a lot of graveyard hate. So we probably need some Mesmeric Fiends as well. We will take away like 2 Vandals, 1 Winding Way, and 1 Ranger. We will go for quadruple Mesmeric Fiend. I think it's really important against them. especially if they play like the Fairy Macabre, right? But maybe if they play some artifacts, it could be the correct choice to just keep the Vandals in the deck. No lands, we need a mulligan. We have a land grant, this is better. We have the Caretaker, it's not ideal. I think we will keep though. I think one Stampede can go to the bottom. Snow-covered swamp, wall of roots, okay. Find a forest, play a Caretaker. Need to find a way to get land, ideally. If we can get that, we probably win, right? At least in the short term. Lotus Petal is nice, okay. We can cast the Petal, we can add green, wall of roots. We will add green, add like black, doesn't really matter, play the vine. We are going for the swamp here, playing the swamp and saying go. Next turn it's either Fiend or Lead a Stampede. Chainer's Edict, okay, the vine. And they bug us too. Widling is awesome. We will cast Roost Seek, and I think we are actually finding probably a swamp. There is more chance to find a forest. Let's play Lead a Stampede. Ooh, beautiful. We take 4 and we can find a 4th land and threaten lethal next turn if we really want to. So we will do that on their turn. They go for a Castigate. They choose a non-land card, so I think we are just going to add like a red and then just use the generous end, cycle for the last forest, and then they can basically take whatever they want here. We have 4 spies, so... But I would love to see their hand. They will probably take the Fiend. They take the Giant. I'm not sure why, but I guess that's fine. We can go Fiend into Spy. So yeah, let's do exactly that. We will just go a Mesmeric Fiend, see if they have any like Fairies Macabre or something. They have Castigate, Fumes, they have nothing, so we will just do this. Then we will do it like this. We will tap the Wall of Fruits or the Fiend, why not? Play Spy, should be a good game. We will choose the Lotla Giant and sacrifice 1, 2, and 3. And that's for 33 damage. This deck is pretty insane. Alright guys, so we are back with the conclusion, and I absolutely understand why this deck is tier 1. We played a couple of games and we won most of them. We usually won turn 4 or turn 5. This deck is extremely powerful, the combo is super consistent with the Balustrade Spy, and what's really crazy that some games we didn't even win through the combo. We just played the Battlement, all the creatures with Defender, and just beat the opponent down with Generous Ends and the Trolls and the Dragons. There were a couple of games where it was like turn 4 or 5 and we didn't have the Spy, but we had like 1 Dragon, 1 End and 1 Troll on the board, which is pretty hard to deal with for most decks, so that was pretty awesome. I love the Petal and the Land Grants, obviously a great way to find your lands to keep the train going. You really only need your first land and then the rest is super easy to find with all the land cycling here and or the Roost Seek and cards like that. The Defender package is obviously incredible. You can make a lot of mana with the Battlement and the Wall of Roots and whatnot. It was amazing. And on top of all that, you are also playing the best card draw spells in the entire format. You are playing 4 Winding Ways and 4 Lead a Stampedes. The sideboard was incredible. I would like to say that Mesmeric Fiend is so powerful in this deck. You can find it with the Stampedes, the Winding Ways, and it takes away all the Macabres the opponent have. Cards like Duress can't really do that, so this is the reason why Fiend is such a powerhouse in this deck, and the rest of the sideboard was really cute, and most of these cards are useful in some matchups. So let me know which version of 4 or 5 land Spy do you actually play, and I will see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.